Hi Aquarius, thank you for joining me for your February reading. Please remember that this is general, so it's not going to resonate for everybody. It's also timeless and not gender specific. Okay, so because time and energy is fluid, it means the roles can be switched. So please do bear that in mind if you're cross-watching. But because this is Aquarius's reading, I will be addressing them. It can easily be reversed though, so always use your own discernment, your best judgment and your own intuition whenever you're watching any tarot. Also, I cannot censor, choose nor control what's coming out of the cards. I'm literally just reading them and it's totally up to you what you decide to do with it, okay? You do have free will and tarot is not in charge. You are. For everything else, please read the descriptions box. Okay, so let's get into your reading for you then, Aquarius, and we'll find out what's going on for you. Please also bear in mind that these beginning of the month reads, I tend to lean them more towards you, and the love romantic reads are more like the mid-month reads basically. However, if love does make an appearance, then I certainly will address it, okay? But that's definitely not what the intent is for the beginning of the month reads. Right, but as always, we just don't know what's going to come out. So anyway, your first card is the solar plexus chakra, and that is ruled by the element of fire. It's the chakra that pertains to your right to act. It deals with issues of power, vitality. Excuse me a sec, I'm just dragging my trolley across. Yeah, it's all about your willpower, your energy, your desires. It can be blocked by shame as well. It's come out with partnerships and alliances, and in traditional tarot that's the Three of Wands, so it's Aries energy. And then this one came out off balance, fulfillment of wishes, the Nine of Cups, it's Piscean energy. Right, so right now, what I'm seeing here, some of you might be afraid to take action on your true desire, okay? That there's something that's blocking you from taking action. And remembering that your solar plexus chakra, that, like the key words that go with that is I can. Now, this is really unusual for you to feel out of your element, but for some reason or other, Aquarius, at the moment you are feeling quite out of your element. If you know for a fact that that's not you, then obviously that's someone else towards you, okay? So that's why I always say, flip it. If it's not yours, then you can reverse it and safely assume that that is the energy of someone else towards you, right? Now, there is a goal here that you're aspiring to, but you're uncertain if you can meet it, right? Because of the way that that came out off balance, it's neither here nor there. So it's like you can see what it is that you're after, but getting to it is another thing entirely. Is that not focused? There we go. What is this pertaining to? Well, with this partnerships and alliances, this could like literally be pertaining to anything. Your work and career, it could be pertaining to a family situation, or a love romantic interest. I'm not getting much detail at this point in time, but do you know what? You will know what this is pertaining to. It's simply something that you want, something that you know is going to make you happy, but you're unsure about how you're going to attain this thing. Okay, right, I'm going to start pulling your tarot and we'll see if that is corresponding to your oracle read or if it's something completely different. Again, we never know until we start pulling the cards. You could get a completely separate timeline that comes out with your tarot, or you could get something that ties in really nicely with your oracle read. Right, anyway, Aquarius Collective, please, for February. 9-card spread for Aquarius Collective. 2. What the heck? Okay. Interesting. The fact that that's come out in reverse. Now, I absolutely love the devil. Right? I love this card. It's amazing. Reason being, it is simply the most misunderstood card in tarot, right? Yes, the automatic assumption usually is, oh no, it's someone toxic, it's someone evil, it's yada yada yada. Not always, not always. It depends on what else the card has come out like with or right next to, okay? That is the determining factor about the devil energy. So that's why it's really important to look at everything that's going on in the read and not just the one card. Okay, it's hedonism first and foremost. It's finding what makes you happy. It's doing things that make you happy, and sometimes that is going to come at a cost to someone else. Not always a bad thing, because it depends on your set of circumstances. If someone is trying to tell you what to do all of the time, constantly, Aquarius, you're going to kick back against that. And you're going to say, no, that's not acceptable. That is not what makes me happy, and I'm going to focus on my happiness. So you tell me, Aquarius, is that a toxic thing to do? Not always. Not always. Life is not black and white. It never has been, and it never will be. Now, it's come out with the Knight of Swords, which is Gemini energy, and your devil is Capricorn energy. The Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, so it could be Sagittarius. The Six of Cups, that's Scorpion energy, more specifically it's Sun in Scorpio. The King of Swords, Aquarius energy. This is you looking at a situation using your logic. You're using your wits, excuse me. And yes, someone is trying to stop you from speaking your truth. Someone is trying to stop you from attaining your wish fulfillment. That's not toxic. In fact, it would be toxic to keep yourself in that particular situation, as well, you know. Because who's going to benefit, Aquarius, from you not living your full potential? These are the questions that you need to ask yourself. Who benefits from you being stuck? And I can see that there is anger here as well with that Knight of Swords, and I'll be addressing that in a second, okay? The Six of Swords, Aquarius energy. More specifically, it is, if I can remember, Mercury in Aquarius. Just for Aquarius, please. King of Cups, Scorpion energy. The Six of Coins, Moon in Taurus energy. Oh, nice big flip there. The Knight of Cups, Pisces. And the energy at the bottom of the deck, Five of Coins. That's more Taurus energy. It's Mercury in Taurus. So yeah, right now you're feeling quite stuck. That anger that I was going to address, anger again, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It just completely depends on how you utilize that emotion. Okay, anger can actually serve you quite well. I'll explain. Sometimes when you're being abused or mistreated in any way, sometimes you need to get to that level of anger in order to create change for yourself. Without that anger, you would quite possibly just allow this same old story to repeat over and over and over. And you would allow your happiness to be trodden all over. You need to get to that point of anger in order to see a change. Okay, and this is going to come at a huge surprise to some individuals around you, because I'm feeling quite strongly that you're just about getting to that point where you're like, do you know what? I'm not putting up with this bullshit anymore. I'm going to do me. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to focus on what I would like to achieve in my own life. Okay, And I like this for you, Aquarius. It's it's you reclaiming back your authenticity. Okay, it's you following your destiny. It's you following like opening up your true potential. I am feeling this. It's a lot like a flower, a closed flower. It needs to open up and to blossom to get the full benefit of the sun, the bugs, everything. Okay, I'm definitely feeling this vibe of you opening up, and it can be hurtful. You know, if you can imagine this individual who's gone so many years or months or weeks or whatever it is of telling you what to do all of the time and just expecting you to go with it, and then all of a sudden you say no. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that they're not going to be best pleased at that, okay? But equally, you can't keep putting yourself out as well, Aquarius. You can't keep doing that to yourself. You can't keep drifting aimlessly without a purpose. There has to be a breaking point where you realise, what the fuck am I doing here? You know, what is it that I'm doing? I can achieve so much more. I want to go out traveling and exploring, and I want to feel genuinely excited about life. You know, I want to do things with my life. Why am I keeping myself stuck? Because someone else is telling me to. So you see, you need to reach that point of anger in order to see the change. So anger can be utilised in a really, really healthy way. Now we do have nostalgia here with this Six of Cups, okay, and it's I am feeling that this could be you, okay. More recently you could have been remembering like your younger years. You could have started to remember things that, like, it feels very out of the blue. It's like these random memories are coming back to you about your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, the things that you always wanted to do, the things that you always wanted to achieve. And you've been really analysing, where has this nostalgia come in from? Why am I suddenly remembering these things? Things that I haven't thought about in such a long time. Why now? The reason why now, Aquarius, is because you're being nudged here by the universe to remember who you truly are through remembering who you once were, okay? Moving away and grieving the loss of who you once were so that you can embrace your true and absolute potential. And that is what's going to help you to break out of this energy, okay? You then have the King of Cups, the Six of Coins, and the Knight of Cups. So I am seeing that you're going to be really successful here, Aquarius. It's not going to be easy, okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not going to be a walk in the park by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm seeing here with this combination that you're going to carry yourself beautifully. You're going to carry yourself so well. You're going to use your intelligence, your wit, your determination as well, your compassion towards yourself also. It's not going to be a walk in the park, but you might make it look like it is with this combination, okay? It's a really, really nice vibe. You're ready for battle here, Aquarius, and you're going to see this through to the end because you've realised now that you're worth it. You're worth it. The Devil in reverse, the King of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. You're worth it. You've analysed the situation that you've been in, the situations that you were put in the past. You have taken accountability as and when needed. You're struggling to remember not to take all of the accountability though, okay, because that is toxic. If you take the complete and utter blame where that is untrue, then that does actually become toxic towards yourself, okay? So it's accountability fairly, right? But yeah, it's like you're analysing now that you're worth this fight. Wow, it does feel heavy, but this is what you get at the end of it. Your wish fulfillment, your dreams, your aspirations, faith in your own abilities once again. Okay, so for those of you who have made it this far into the reading, then please do consider giving me a cheeky wee like, a subscription, or a comment. Maybe even all three if you're feeling really, really generous. And thank you so much to all of those who've already supported my channel. Like, honestly, words cannot explain how much I appreciate every single one of you. So thank you. Give a healing message, please, for Aquarius. Thank you. Passion, the soul. So I always say you get 3 messages that come with these cards. Your first message comes from the creator of the deck, and the deck is the Elemental Oracle. I highly recommend it. It's absolutely amazing. The second and most important message is from your own intuition while you're looking at the card, and then your third message comes from your reader and their intuition. So it says, passion, the soul. What is the spark that lights you up? The divine lives within you. Consider your motivations carefully and know where your resistance lies. We all have more than one purpose in life, and having a passion makes us feel more alive. And the element that rules this card is fire. Yeah, it's finding your passions again. It's getting back in touch with your passions and actually having the opportunity to indulge a little bit in your passions as well, because that will help you get back in touch with your true authenticity. This isn't about who you used to be. This is about embracing the individual. For some of you, the highly creative individual that you're becoming. So yeah, it's such a nice vibe. What's Aquarius's focus, please? Okay, so I'll take the top one because that did do a jump as well. So your focus is negativity, distorted view or wounds, complaining, negative self-talk, self-sabotage, outside influences, and be gracious. So your focus, Aquarius, is to purge any and all negative outside influences. Now this could be people, places, or things, and don't forget to purge the negative inside influences as well, which is that negative self-talk and that self-sabotage. Okay, also your focus is living the future you in the now. You're already that person, yeah, deserving. You have arrived, bucket list, and achieving your dreams. That's your focus. Focus on your dreams. I told you that devil wasn't toxic. That's why it's really, really important to pay attention to all of the other cards that's come out with it. There is nothing toxic in what you're doing by putting yourself first here, Aquarius. In fact, it's telling you it's quite the opposite. It's needed, it's necessary. You might be feeling that it's toxic because of your childhood programming, or someone else trying to make you out that you're being selfish, you know, because you said no to them. It no longer benefits them. That's why I said, make sure that you ask yourself, who benefits from you not having any boundaries? And there's a confirmation for somebody as well. Right, it's for Aquarius. Oh, I do apologise, I'm supposed to give the warning. So for those of you who are not familiar with me or the Rebel deck, then I do have to tell you that the Rebel deck, it can be quite obnoxious and rude, a lot like myself. So it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, okay? You can take whatever cards you feel belong to you and divvy up the rest to anyone else that you're dealing with, okay? So it's all still completely interchangeable. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out your ass pronto. You need a big fucking hug. Squee. You look like a shit show. You're a hot mess. Fact. Clean yourself up. That project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. You're being shady. Watch out, shit could get ugly. Detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking in on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. And put the fucking phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. Okay, so yeah, that is what I have for you, Aquarius. If you would like to book a private reading with me, then the link to do so is in the descriptions box and it's in the pinned comments below. It's really, really quick and easy to place your booking. Just follow the link down there. It'll take you straight to my website, and from there you can view all of the different bookings available, adding it to cart, checking out, and then that's simply you booked in. A couple of really quick announcements as well before I go. Shadow work reads, they're now a thing on my website, so they are only for those who are absolutely and totally dedicated to that inner work. Okay, that is now an available option on my website. My merchandise is also available from Teespring if you'd like to check that out below as well. They have loads of different designs. You can get the plain phoenix design, and yeah, it is on both sides. This is the unbranded version, and then I've also got the branded version available, so it's got Phoenix Keia written down here. That rhymed. There's also the twin flame designs available as well. I mean, there's so much, from pillows to hoodies, phone cases, so much. Also, I'm releasing Valentine's special readings on February the 14th, so please do make sure that you've hit the notifications bell because you do not want to miss out on those. Also, a huge thank you to everybody who has viewed my videos, sent in donations, booked their private readings with me, and shared their personal stories with me as well. Thank you so much for making this a safe and friendly community. You're all absolutely amazing. And finally, I would like to give a really quick shout out to a couple of readers right here on YouTube. Now, I'm not affiliated with any of them. I just believe that they're massively underrated. And this is also my way of giving back into this amazing community as well. So we've got Sentient Fire and Wolf in the Wind. Two really incredibly amazing individuals who are just trying to grow their YouTube channels. So if you're sticking around on YouTube for a little bit longer, then you might be interested in checking them out. So yeah, that is it from me. I hope that you have had or will have an absolutely amazing birthday, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.